What if you could only use one color in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? This means that your character, cart, wheels, glider, items, and track selections all have to be based on the same color. With the help of my chat, we went on a quest to figure out which of these 11 colors is the best, starting with the beginning of the rainbow, the Ruby Cup. Now, this cup has a decent number of red characters to select from, as well as multiple carts to suit the part. But like most of the competition today, every cup color is going to struggle with wheel and glider options, and the Ruby Cup is no exception to this. The available track options here are modest, yet serviceable, but where the Ruby Cup shines the brightest is its item selection. At the end of every cup, we're gonna rank them based off of their combined score of variety and fun. But for now, let's see how I held up in the Ruby Cup. Good luck, chat! I am gonna get absolutely destroyed, but I'm so here for this. Alright, so starting off with the Ruby Cup, it is gonna be Ribbon Road, Tokyo Blur, Royal Raceway, and Ninja Hideaway. We wanted to do a good mixture of like red adjacent tracks, whether it be like tracks that have a lot of red on the track itself, like Ribbon Road, or a track that is like something iconic from it is red. I have a mushroom that's not really doing much for me right now. Try to charge a purple. Excuse me! Another mushroom. I'm gonna try to go for the shortcut, please. Yes. Okay, I want to go for the second one. Yes. Oh no! No! Oh, I might be cooked. Okay. Right, so right off the bat, as we can see here, I needed to be known that I am not a competitive Mario Kart player, so don't come after me in the comments, alright? I haven't really played this game since 2019, and little fun fact, I expressly got the DLC only for this video. So as you'll see, that inexperience is gonna come into play. But anyways, going into the Ruby Cup, I actually had high expectations, right? So you have red shells, super mushrooms, piranha plant, super horn. Like this is such a stacked item roster where you have items for speed, items for offense, items for defense, just an overall good exchange of items here. But there was something that happened that I did not anticipate at all. And that was, out of all the items that I pulled during all 4 tracks here, I got like 80% mushrooms, which is very annoying. It seemed like everybody else was getting red shells, piranha plants, super horns, where I just kept pulling mushrooms after mushrooms after mushrooms. Stop giving me mushrooms! I've gotten nothing but mushrooms! Let me choose violence! Good gracious! And you wanna know what happens if you have a mushroom and you pass somebody who has triple reds? Guess what? I'm cooked. And so that kept happening. It was very, very obnoxious. I'm so tired of mushrooms. Like actually so tired of mushrooms! Yeah, it was very frustrating because I actually, most of the time, did not want speed items. I wanted protection item to keep from getting hit. And especially for this entire video, my goal is to hit a podium spot at the end of these 4 tracks. Okay, wait. Lock in. Give me a protection item. Stop giving me mushrooms! I've never been so tired of mushrooms in my life, dude. So whoever that shy guy is, absolutely broke away. I got third! What happened? I was like in last! So after playing the Ruby Cup, right? So I think the item distribution here, in terms of like the uniqueness of the items and the number of items that you have here, I think it's one of the highest. But the track selection wasn't, it was fine. It wasn't horrible, but it could have been better. The fact that I just kept pulling super mushrooms just kind of killed the vibe for me. But this might be a hot take. Overall, in terms of variety and fun, I'm actually gonna rank the Ruby Cup a 6 out of 10. The next cup to take the stands is the Amber Cup, and this cup is gonna... Wait, how could I forget? The colors orange, pink, brown, gray, and purple are automatically disqualified and will be receiving 0 points across the board. This is because none of these colors have items that represent them, which qualifies as an automatic DQ. Dog purple is my favorite color, and I'ma need it to get it together because it also got DQ'd when I did this challenge in Splatoon 3. And listen, before you pick up your pitchforks and argue that the fire flower counts as orange when you throw it, the color properties for items only count the icon of the item, not the color it is when it's in use. Hey, I made the rules here, so I'ma do what I want. And because I make the rules, I'ma jump around here to the cup that represents the color black, the Onyx Cup. So this cup gets abysmal scores in the item and character categories, gets a whatever score for wheels and gliders, and a modest A for the available tracks. It was also time to change the color of my Yoshi, which, hey, I mean, I kind of drew these little guys this time around, all on my own, and I'm pretty proud of it, and can't wait to show you what the other Yoshis look like for the rest of the cups. Alright, so going into the Onyx Cup, I knew that this was gonna be a hotmess.com. I mean, come on, bullet bills and bombs, dude. Ooh! Dude. Yo, me and Kins are going through it right now, dude. Oh, sorry, 13th Waffle, dude! Yes! Hey, 13th Waffle, thank you so much for unfortunately taking one for the team.
I was in first the entire match and went to 11th. Crying emoji.
Dude, I already know Karma is gonna come after me in these next couple races.
Karma?
For the track selection here, we just primarily went with tracks that were set at night. Oh my gosh, we dodged the bomb allegations. I think if I wasn't streaming this and I was doing like online battles with like random people worldwide, I don't think I would have had a lot of fun. My chat is pretty cool. Since I was streaming with the chat, everyone was freaking out, you know, and it was so silly. I think that's why I enjoyed it so much. Yo, Timon, no! Timon, no!
Karma?
Dude, it's Jover! It's so Jover! It is There really wasn't any strategy here. You just have to dodge and use bullet bills when you think is the best, and then try your best to snipe your opponents. You know, hang on, I gotta focus, dude. I can't trust none of y'all. For the Onyx Cup, I really feel like this is a hot take. I'm actually gonna put it above the Ruby Cup at an 8.5 out of 10. Although the item variety wasn't there because, I mean, let's be real, it had 2 items, but they were completely different and they were really dumb items to pair with each other. A 3-way tie for first place. Oh my god. Alrighty, shifting gears to our next cup here, which is going to be the Emerald Cup. And I'm just gonna come out and say off rip, the item selection here, donkey doo-doo cheeks. It's the same thing, it's just in a different font.
Greetings, chat. Bring a ha.
Good lord. What is that? No way. Oh my god. What? Jump scare? That jawline. Huh?
This voice mod is staying on the whole time. So get comfortable, okay?
I'm crying. What did I just walk into? I love it here. I did not consent to this.
Right, so I'm gonna be honest, there's not a lot to say about this cup. I mean, come on, it's green shells. At this point, it's just glorified time travels, let's be completely honest. Because like once somebody breaks away, there is no chance you can catch them unless they make a mistake. Or you conveniently snipe them.
Good luck to my competitors. You're gonna need it. Ooh, Birdo, toxic behavior.
Boom, bop, bam.
Ooh, got my revenge on the Birdo. Nothing personnel, Birdo.
No, God, please, no.
Yeah. And that is what we like to call a photo finish.
Boom,
Light work.
bop.
Yeah. That is what we like to see. Now I shall continue to front run.
He's mugging me.
I'm just curious if anyone accidentally hit themselves with their own green shell.
Bop, bada, bop, boom.
I swear. You know, I decided to get a taste of my.
Bam. Bop, boom. Bam. Bop. Bam. Bam.
The reason I got 4th place is because I have to let you guys clearly take the match. Otherwise, I would have been steamrolling this entire time.
Yeah, so for the final score of the Emerald Cup, the variety in the tracks is good, but the variety in the items is donkey cheeks, and for that reason, I'm just gonna give an overall score of 3 out of 10. Yeah, I placed 6 overall, so, you know, it wasn't really that great.
Again, playing humbly, okay? As a true Giga Chad Yoshi would. I will be seeing you guys later. Take care.
He's gone. on. Finally, that cup was literally hell. Can we file a restraining order? Seconded that idea, Tim Lin.
Chat, I want you to know, might just be the worst bit I've ever done on the channel. All right, so up next is the cup representing the color white, which is the Opal Cup. Now, this cup is kind of all over the place in terms of its stats here. Items are C, characters are S, carts are A, wheels are D, which is crazy because there's only one pair of wheels that can be classified as white. However, this color has the most available options for the glider. Hi, chat.
LOL. What happened? Oh my god. CJ, what is that?
Chat, why is everyone so concerned? Quickly, chat, quickly. What game is this based off of?
Mario Party? Mario Pinball? Mario is missing? Yoshi's Tilt and Tumble?
Everyone just failed the test. I cannot believe that my chat is uncultured. This is very clearly a reference, the hit game from 2005, Yoshi's Universal Gravitation, or if you live in North America, Yoshi's Topsy-Turvy. In all fairness, I never played Yoshi's Topsy-Turvy. I was more of a Yoshi touch and go type guy. All right, so the first track we're starting with here is Cloud Top Cruise, which is honestly one of my worst tracks in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, at least non-DLC wise. At first glance, the items here, right? Blooper, Boomerang, and Boo. They're kind of just like random, you know? But after playing the Opal Cup, you very quickly realize that these items actually synergize with each other really well. If you get blooped on your screen, you can use a Boo and it just completely clears your screen of the blooper ink. Conversely, if you have a Boo, then someone has a Boomerang, you can just go Boo and they can't hit you anymore. And another cool thing about the Boo is sometimes you will get a super mushroom in first place. If your Boo tries to go steal an item and it can't find one, it'll just bring you back a super mushroom. Again, before you pick up your pitchforks, right? I can't turn that off. That is a mechanic that is built into the game. Yo, let's go! That is one of my worst tracks, dude. Oh, I'm so proud of myself for that. Kind of similar to the Emerald Cup here. For the Opal Cup, if you fall far behind, it is really difficult to catch up. I can't see, dude. Stop splatooning my screen! I can't see! It's actually like kind of impossible to know where everyone is because everyone keeps disappearing on the map. All right. That was such a bad line. Oh man, all right. The last track that we have here is DK Summit, which is very iconic. Chat, should I go for the cut? I don't know. I'm not good at the cut. I'll try it once. I'm not doing the double though. Oh man, too much air. I don't know how to do the cut, dude. All right, I'm gonna try it again. Oh, wrong angle. Definitely the wrong angle. Oh no, I lost like 3 seconds, 5 seconds there. No. Oh! Come on, come on, come on. Too much, no, too much air! I'm happy with third, Can you fault a guy for trying the cut, dude? Rounding up on the Opal Cup here, there are a decent number of tracks to choose from. I mean, the items are fine, they have some nice synergy, but getting blooped every 10 seconds is very annoying. And for that reason, I'm gonna give the Opal Cup a 5 out of 10. I think that's a pretty modest score that I can live with. Alright, you already know this next cup coming up is gonna be rather electrifying, and that's because it's the Topaz Cup. The items are insane, the character roster is insane, the carts are insane, the wheels are horrible, and the gliders and the tracks, they're whatever. Alright chat, well, it's time for some Topaz action. Are you guys ready?
Lord D, neck, giraffe sheep, long neck ass. Oh dear heavens. LOL.
Alright, this track is notorious for being a bagging track, but is bagging the strat when you don't have the bullet for the bullet extension? Let's find out. Cheeseland had to be on this list. So it's like, you have 3 items that are super powerful, the golden mushroom, the shock, and the star, and then you have the mushrooms and the coin where you're just like, okay, you know? So it's a very interesting spread, and this was definitely one of the more intense and electrifying races that we had. I gotta say though, pretty much the entire time that I've been doing the Topaz Cup, I was just complaining about how bad these wheels are. This combo is donkey water! The handling on this thing is horrible. Oh my god, I braked that entire time and I still completely missed the item blocks. Donkey boo-boo! Oh my god, I can barely control this. Boo-boo donkey. Absolutely deplorable. I have to say, going from like two pretty tame cups, like the Emerald Cup and the Opal Cup, and then Topaz Cup, the competition just revs up. It's high octane, high energy, and it is just everything that you want in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, or any Mario Kart game for that matter. This is actually my first time making a Mario Kart video, so let me know what you think about it, and whenever I do get my hands on the Switch 2, I will be making Mario Kart World content, but in the meantime, feel free to subscribe to the channel. So yeah, we ended up coming in 5th place, and for the Topaz Cup, in terms of the fun factor plus the variety factor, I'm gonna give it a solid 8 out of 10. All right, last but not least, I'm sure the moment that you guys have all been waiting for. It is finally time for the cup that represents blue, the Sapphire Cup. There are going to be actually 2 items, technically 3 for the blue cup, and that is going to be the blue shell and the Crazy 8. I make the rules, put your pitchforks down. Haters will say it's rigged, but the game makes you turn on super mushrooms with the Crazy 8, which turns this cup from just running from blue shells to now if you know how to dodge blue shells, you're gonna have a lot of fun.
Let me guess, Short Yoshi? I can't even tell what you're saying. I cannot understand a thing.
By the way, chat, this cup is gonna be 200cc! 200cc!
Oh my god!
CJ,
you are insane! Yes, sir! Let's go! I'm going to cry!
If you can't tell, I was pretty darn excited. I wanted to get to first place because if there's one thing I actually know how to do in this game, it's a blue shell dodge, believe it or not. Oh boy, here we go, dude. Oh my gosh, look at all this blue, dude. Oh, my goal is to break away immediately and front run and then dodge all the blue shell allegations. Oh my gosh, should I go for the cut? Oh my god, nope. Okay, we can't go for the, okay, well, we can go for this way. Nice. Oh, here, another blue shell. I can't even keep up. The brake drifting has to go insane right now. I can't see, it's too fast. Oh! Go!
Driver, pull over.
Go! Yes! We'll take second! But yeah, so blue shells and Crazy 8s, pretty insane duo here. I mean, come on. This is just like the most dumbest way to play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but man, is it just a bunch of fun. Oh god, there's a third one. Please don't hit me. What? I was in first. What? I didn't know I was near first. Second. Oh, first. Okay, first started cross the finish line. That's why. I was like, I swear I wasn't near first place. I want one blue shell dodge, dude. I want one. I actually want to be targeted by the blue shell. Yeah, unfortunately, I was never able to get the opportunity to dodge a blue shell. The one time I was able to have the potential to dodge a blue shell, I was actually going faster than the blue shell, so it could never catch me. It can't catch me, I'm too fast. All right, final track here, all right? Baby Park. Woo! Give it up for Baby Park. Woo! Yeah, chat, that's the enthusiasm I want to see. Oh, yeah. And I know that half this track is red, but come on, the other half is blue. And I just felt like we just had to do it. But overall, variety in terms of items, it's just bad. You just have 2 items, although it is insane fun. Probably not fun if you don't know how to dodge blue shells. I need the blue shells, dude. Where are they? Dude, I don't think I've seen a single, oh. Oh no! Oh my god, final lap. I call rigged! That was... So between the fun factor and the variety, I'm actually gonna give the Sapphire Cup a 9 out of 10, which is gonna make it the highest rated cup of this entire series.
Oh yeah. Okay. No. Bye bye.